How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to a bit of a surprise video. To be honest, I didn't know this was happening, and I'm kind of recording this relatively quick. But Secret of the Mimic first gameplay and date reveal trailers here. I didn't know this was dropping today, so like I said, it's a bit of a quicker put together video, and probably is going to be a real quick one anyway, but I thought, you know, I might as well do a little bit of a reaction and just quick talking about it. So let's just get right on into this. Also, you know, you see the warning here, may contain content inappropriate for children, apparently. I don't know. So let's do this. Okay, actually, hang on. I gotta turn the volume down a little bit. Well, I'll listen to it. Let's do like, how about we watch it and then I'll go back. So here, let's do this.
So let me explain the situation.
Okay.
One of our contractors, Edwin Murray, has gone missing, leaving our property abandoned
My
in
name
his
is
warehouse.
Edwin. I built the Mimic.
Your job is simple. Enter the warehouse and retrieve the technology that he was developing for us.
Oh.
It's a kind of prototype endoskeleton that can adapt to any costume and become any character. We suspect it may be malfunctioning, so just be aware of the slim but non-zero chance that you could sustain significant injuries while attempting to retrieve it, including but not limited to death or dismemberment. We fully expect the retrieval process to go smoothly and without incident, but just in case, we suggest you get your affairs in order before arriving.
What is it, Kingdom Hearts? Was that stinking DJ Music Man?
Property or person. Thank you for being a valued member of the Fazbear team.
That's what, June 13th? I'm hyped. All right, let's go back through here. Well, we'll do some quick analysis. We'll go through the whole trailer. We'll do a quick analysis. I'm not really sure what to think. I'm a little conflicted. Okay, so this is us probably pulling up to the facility, hence, you know, Fazbear Entertainment, pulling up to, presumably, this is the parking lot outside of that animatronic factory that we've seen in Help Wanted 2, and we've gotten some other teases about. So, presumably, this is, and as the trailer talks about, we're like some team going in and retrieving the Edwin Murray's robotic research, which is from the books. So, presumably, you know, obviously that's who we're playing as, and this is the team pulling up to that.
Let me explain the situation.
In a similar vein to what we saw in the Help Wanted 2 teaser, so that's kind of interesting. But Fazbear Entertainment, great to see them back, you know? I feel like it's kind of been forever.
One of our contractors, Edwin Murray, has gone missing.
Okay. So I don't really know what I'm looking at here. A bunch of random toys and mascots.
Abandoned in his
Very much feels like Poppy Playtime.
warehouse.
You know, got a bunch of like posters and stuff set up with random junk around and toys.
Enter the warehouse.
All right, and I'm gonna mute him. We're gonna mute this guy. Actually, we'll turn him down. So enter the warehouse and collect Edwin Murray's research.
Retrieve the technology.
So this is presumably the office level that people had been talking about. Also, that "Don't Be Late" poster very much makes me think of Poppy Playtime. But this is presumably the office level that we'd be playing, and then you gotta survive the office section. Interesting.
That he was developing for us.
And then a whole lineup of suits. So we have, not sure what that, a dog or something? Not sure what to tell it. Lion? Not sure. We got the elephant. And we have, I don't know what that is. Like a walrus or something? I got no clue. So some more suits. That's the white tiger. This is probably the chase section that was also part of that test demo. So that's probably the chase section. We got the elephant. So from what I gathered, it talks about, you know, the animatronics shift around and they can, or the Mimic can like switch suits. So I'm thinking that maybe there's only one actual animatronic threat and that they switch suits rather than there being multiple animatronic threats. So I'm still not sure how Jackie fits into this. I don't know if Jackie is the Mimic or if they're actually a different character. I'm not entirely sure because it seems like, you know, Jackie is only half an animatronic, but at some point we get to see that there's clearly a full standing animatronic, so I'm not entirely sure what kind of characters there's going to be, but presumably it kind of seems like there's only going to be the mimic, but we'll see. Also, just kind of looking at this feels like a stage setup almost, because you get like here, I can use my mouse, because you kind of get like, it cuts off here, and then it goes into a warehouse, and you would think there'd be some kind of door here. So, I'm not sure what's up with this hallway, but we do get to see some, presumably Fredbear posters. They're a little hard to see here, but I think that's Fredbear, and that is Spring Bonnie. They might be the same posters from before that we've seen, but they do look a little different. It's hard to tell, but they're the Fredbear and Spring Bonnie posters. Jackie showing up, presumably part of that chase section, also as a part of the demo. This guy, Sting and me, I didn't realize we were getting Kingdom Hearts introduced in the Five Nights at Freddy's. This guy looks straight out of Kingdom Hearts. Like seeing one of the Heartless that like would roam around. You got to beat them up with your keychain or keyblade. I almost said keychain, keyblade. So we got puzzles, kind of akin to Poppy Playtime. Interesting that we are getting a lot of security breach stuff in here. I'm not sure what to think about that. Obviously, we have like the present box and a early form of the staff bot. I'm not a big fan of having this era of FNAF so modernized already, since it feels weird that we would go from this in 1979 to oh well, there's Fredbear's Family Diner, and it's just two dudes in Springlock suits dancing around on stage. Like, it just feels like a bit of a jump, but hopefully they find a good way to kind of mix things together. So we have a crank. It looks like the one for the music box that we've seen in the first teaser and stuff like that. So interesting. This is what makes me think of Kingdom Hearts. Look at the way this guy's walking around. He's on screen for 2 seconds, and he looks like he's walking around from Kingdom Hearts. Like, look up like a Kingdom Hearts villain walking around, and literally he looks like that. He's just like marching around. Like, who the heck is that guy? Why is Kingdom Hearts here? Helper. Oh, dude, cheap. His name is Helpy. Come on, people, get it right. Now, reset welcome show. This person's interesting. This isn't like everybody's thumbnail. So not sure who to think about. What about this? But very weird. I'm not a big fan. Just odd. It does give me what am I thinking of? Fun Time design with the mask split. So it seems like that will kind of be what they're going for, is that these animatronics are going to lead to like kind of like a prototype Fun Times, especially with the little thing. And this is like very like Fun Time or like Circus Baby, because he got the little like spinny thing in the chest. Obviously some sort of distraction thingy. Another part of the Jackie chase, and then singing out of nowhere, this DJ Music Man shows up. And he's like a construction bot. He's got like the little grinder in his mouth, and this is the biggest surprise, dude. Singing like Music Man. Like, what the heck did Music Man get here? And it's actually Music Man. Like, they used this guy for security. They must have used this big old stinging animatronic for security breach. So I want to go back and see him smashing through the roof again. Crazy scene though. So I'm assuming, since it looks like there's a bit of like a stair section here, that we're gonna go through here. Singing Music Man's gonna show up and chase us down the stairs, I'm assuming, seeing as he's got a jump scare. I kind of want to use that as the thumbnail. I'll go back and get it later, but that's kind of fun. And then obviously Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. I just don't know. I don't know. It's not bad. It's not a bad trailer, and it looks like it'll be a fun game. Like, I have no doubt it'll be a really fun game, especially if it's anything like Poppy Playtime. If you guys know, I really love those games, so I think it'll be a fun game, but I'm a little worried about it feeling like FNAF, Because aside from seeing Fazbear Entertainment here and seeing those posters kind of hidden away, and Music Man showing up out of nowhere, literally nothing in here felt like FNAF. To me, this felt like more like a FNAF fan game, like a really well-made FNAF fan game than it does an actual FNAF game. And I think that's what worries me, is that it just doesn't feel like Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, some of the human-looking characters reminded me of something like out of Phobia, where you get like those beetle puppet animatronics, like not the Beatles, the Wiggles. That's what I'm thinking of. The Wiggles puppet animatronics, and like that's just kind of what the human characters are here reminded me of. And there's just a whole lot of other characters, like there's a bee character and stuff like that I saw in here, and it gives me like a lot of fan game vibes rather than actual FNAF game vibes. And so I am a little bit worried about it in terms of feeling like a FNAF game. Because as much as people say like Security Breach isn't scary or isn't like FNAF-esque, it at least still felt plausible within the FNAF universe. You have Freddy Fazbear, you have Chica, and you have hints to like Bonnie and Foxy and other characters. So it felt like something that takes place in the future of a FNAF, like of the FNAF franchise. But this just doesn't feel like that to me. Like, it doesn't feel like a prequel. It feels like a fan game, and that's what I'm worried about. And like I said, no doubt that it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be really fun, especially since it's supposed to be VR. And you guys obviously know I'm playing this in VR. I think it's going to be both. But you guys know I'm playing this in VR. I'm not playing this in flat mode. I'm playing this in VR. VR is so much fun. But I just am worried. And maybe playing the game will change my mind, and maybe there'll be more stuff in there to connect to FNAF, and it'll feel more like a FNAF game once I play it. Like, it's hard to tell just based on a first gameplay and date reveal trailer that's like a minute long. So it's a little bit hard to tell, but that's just my biggest concern. And I was worried about it since the game got announced, and now I'm even more so worried about that. But hopefully it turns out really fun and all connects together. So anyway, that's just going to be it for the video. It's probably not going to be that quick of a video, but a pretty quick, just out there kind of video. I felt like I had to do a reaction to everybody else's, so I kind of felt like I had to, and I didn't know this was coming out today. But anyway, that's going to be it. No like outro, shameless plugs or anything like that. Just yeah, I'll see you guys. I don't know when this is going to go up, probably before tonight's video. So yeah, I'll see you guys in tonight's video. It's gonna be a fun one, and yeah, I'll see you around. And I guess, you know, we'll do a question of the day. Let me know what you thought of the trailer down below. So yeah, just comment that. What did you think of the trailer? And yeah, I'll see you in tonight's video. Goodbye.